All right, guys, Catfish Zombie here. I've got the kayak totally loaded up, and we're going to paddle out to a spot that I haven't fished in almost 7 years. I've never fished it at nighttime, so I've never caught flatheads there. And I'm not even sure if I still remember how to get there, to be honest. But if I see any good spots up here that look promising, that's where we're going to set up for the night. I've been skunked my last 2 or 3 flathead outings, fishing 7 hours each time and walking away with nothing. So I wanted to switch things up tonight and go to an area that I've only been to one other time, and I'm not even sure if I remember how to get there. But I'm pretty excited about giving it a chance, trying something new. Well, guys, we've been paddling for quite a while, and I don't know if because the river is up so high tonight that I'm not recognizing things, or if I've just killed off so many brain cells in the last 7 years that none of this looks familiar. But I'm gonna paddle for a little while longer, and then I'm gonna have to stop because there's no way I'll be able to paddle back tonight in the dark going against the current. But I'm seeing some great spots, but there's just no sandbars or bank action, to set up. I should say bank access. And I think I'm more in for a river adventure tonight than I am for a catfish adventure, because it looks like I may have a portage up here and may not be able to get much further here shortly. But stay tuned. All right, guys, we made it to a different spot. I paddled for an hour and a half to get to the spot that I wanted, but I never found it. It was beautiful. I went through 2 herd of deer, a big osprey, a bald eagle, a lot of beautiful territory, but I was so far out, I knew I had to start paddling back because I went down current. Now I had to paddle back up current because I didn't go to a put-in. I just cut a path through the woods from the highway. So I paddled up to this point, which doesn't look too bad. It's close to the highway. It's not where I parked my truck, but it's close enough that if I can cut through enough of these weeds in the woods to get to the highway, I'll be able to walk to my truck and drive it down here and hopefully get all my stuff up out of the river. But I've got live baits. I've got 3 live baits on right now, and I did bring a night crawler rod, so if I don't get any hits on these live baits, I can cut them up and use night crawlers. But I've been swinging for the fence trying to catch flatheads. Hasn't been working. In fact, the last couple times that I went out, I've been skunked, and I thought about quitting. I actually wanted to quit, but my daughter had designed this logo for my YouTube and my Facebook, and then my friend Ashley, who has a craft business, she said, hey, I'll make you some shirts and some beer cozies, and she did, and I just got them. So that kind of reignited my motivation to get back out here on the river and try to catch a flathead. But yeah, I've got 3 live baits on. I'm swinging for the fence again. I'm going to stay out after dark, but I'm not staying up all night like I have been. I'm capping it. So we'll see what happens, if anything. But like I said, we got 3 sunfish on, and we're swinging for the fence tonight. And when you swing for the fence, you strike out a lot. But we're going to see if we can't get lucky. Come on. I want to believe I had something on the Meg Glow, but it must just be the current. Must just be the current. I don't know. Let's see here. Maybe we do have something. No, we don't. Must have been a stick. I bet it is a stick on here. Maybe a tree branch. Yep, it's a tree. Oh, crap. Yeah, this spot here, it ain't gonna work. I mean, the current is so bad right here. And, you know, I paddled for an hour and a half looking for the spot that I wanted to find and never found it. So then I had to paddle all the way back, and I'm still probably 30-45 minutes from my truck. But, you know, paddling against the current, and the river's up tonight, you're basically paddling 4 strokes to get the 1 stroke you would normally get, and it just took forever. So I just set up here. This was the first sandbar that was remotely close to my truck, and it's not proving to be very fruitful. Oh, now see, that was my live bait there, but again, most likely there's obviously a bunch of trees coming through here. See what that was. Let's just check it out. Yep. He probably came off. I'll check it out. No, he's still on here. He looks like he might have got bit though. Interesting. Yeah. Well, that was kind of dumb. That was kind of a terrible cast there, wasn't it? Well, I better get it more over this way so it's not in that line. Man, this current is stupid. I wonder if I just tried to get it just right over there. That's a little bit. Just enough to keep it out of this. It's going to go right back over there. Yep. I don't even know what I did with that other bell. I don't know, guys. I suck at fishing. I suck at catfishing. That's proven here recently. But yeah, here's one of those beer cozies. Let me see. Can you see this or not? Oh yeah, you can see that. That's pretty nice. So yeah, that's at least giving me some motivation to keep going. But knowing I gotta paddle back in the dark, I don't like that. Holy cow, I did get a hit on the Meg Glow. I was peeing. I don't know if it stayed on or not. I don't know if it stayed hooked up or not, but something definitely hit this Meg Glow. Oh yeah, we're hooked up. Well, I think he came off. No, he's still on there. He's still on here. All right. All right, Mr. Meg Glow caught us a nice channel cat. Nice channel cat. Oh my God. Look at him go. There he goes. Oh my goodness. Did I even pull my pants up? I hope so. I'm getting hit on this front rod again. I think it's a very little fish, or it might even be a turtle. Just not committing to it. I don't know what that was, but that sounded pretty scary. Ooh, I don't know. But, you know, I'm out here in no man's land, so whatever happens, happens, I guess. No. Let's get this bell up. I don't think I need a bell on that front rod. See what's going on there. Nope. I think I still got some bait on here. Yeah, I do. I might as well just switch it out. I've got plenty of bait here. So we'll switch it out. I'll put a headpiece on. Alright. I don't want to have this. Yeah. I don't know. There's a lot of activity out here that is not fish related. Kind of spooky, but that's what we do, you know. That's one thing about the river. You know, a lot of people tell me to go to this place, that place, or the other, but you know, all those places, you know, have a lot of people. And out here, there's generally no one and nothing. And, well, there's a lot of creatures of the night. Hello. That's what I'm talking about. Oh. You just never know when you're out on the river. You just never know. Black rod is going on. Black rod is going on. Get him over this way. I'm guessing it must be a drum or a carp. Actually, I think it might be a little channel cat. Yeah, I always tend to fish right in the... Is this a channel cat? I think it is. I think it's a little channel cat. Let's see if we can just land this one without having him get away. Alright, so I went ahead and switched to a night crawler just to see if I could get some action. And I did. So, you know, I don't even have live baits on now. I've only got, well, he doesn't want to come off. He wasn't coming off if I tried. I'll let the camera roll though while I get my pliers. Just in case one of those other rods get hit. Maybe they're finally going to turn on. You never know. Oh, I see.
where I can never find anything anymore. Just don't have to worry about ever finding my grippers again. Although I do want to go back down to that spot. Maybe see if I can catch that fish that took them. You never know. Alright, let's take a look at this little fella. Or a female, probably. Got quite the belly on her. Alright, there we go. Alright. Man, bugs are pretty bad. I'll turn this headlamp off and I'll say I might put a couple clips and pictures of my dad when he came down last weekend for Father's Day weekend. We had a pretty good time. He caught 10 fish out at Grand Lake. I caught 2, and I gave him 3 rods, and I only used 1, and I gave him the best spots. And he caught a darn big channel cat out there. And I did get a slight clip of that with my phone, and I got some pictures. I didn't want a video, because 1, that usually always brings bad luck. But 2, I just kind of want to enjoy the moment, just sitting beside Dad and chewing the fat and whatnot, catching up on things. And it ended up, we had a really good visit, and like I said, he caught 10 fish and caught a big fish. And like I said, I'll put those clips in this video. And I need to be heading home soon, but I'm gonna throw this night crawler out again. Alright, so we'll stay a little bit longer. I don't know what I'm going to do for the paddle back. This river is up, and the current is really ripping, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to paddle back. I don't know what I'm going to do yet. That one's fighting. Dad is hooked up with his 4th catfish tonight. Oh, that is a beast. Yeah, bring it in, short. We're getting pics of that one. All right, Dad's caught the biggest fish tonight.
My arm out to hold it up.
He's probably caught 4 or 5 fish. I've only caught 1. Awesome catch. All right, guys, thanks for watching this episode of Catfish Zombie. Wasn't the greatest, but it was a learning experience. I couldn't get to the spot I wanted to get to. Having to paddle back against the current, I settled with this spot. I did okay. Probably won't come back to it anytime soon. But it's that time of the night when I gotta roll up out of here. I've got to paddle against the current. I don't know, maybe 30, 45 minutes back to the truck, and just hope for the best. But anyway, I want to thank every one of my subscribers, especially, those of you that have been commenting and just encouraging me, to just keep on doing it, even though it's been a struggle here lately. But thanks. I do appreciate those words of encouragement, and I hope we get on them in the next video. Thanks for watching.